Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Farming Simulator. So if you didn't see, well, first let me say I'm going to go sell this. We're done with this combine. If you didn't see my channel update, basically the last 9 months have been, I'm going to say, the hardest of my life. It's been a low point. It's been tough. At the beginning, I tried to still record and I couldn't do it. So I had to stop. I'm not going to get into it, but let's just say the last 9 months have been terrible. And I really wish I could go back in time and change a couple things, but I can't. So anyways, we're going to try to get back into recording videos, and I'm going to start with Farming Simulator just because it's a lot easier to record than trying to do Satisfactory, because Satisfactory requires a lot, probably like 10 times the effort. Where we were at, long term, I can't zoom out as much as I want. Wait, I can't do it. Anyways, so there's the little field over there. There's this medium field here. There's a medium field there, and then there's the large field across the street. Long term, what we want to do is we want to do a bakery, and in order to get the bakery, I need to make bread. Or I think I'm going to make cakes. But in order to do cake, I need flour. So we're going to have to go grow wheat. And then I need eggs and milk. And so we got the little cow operation here. What we're going to do eventually is this field over here. We're going to put a large chicken thing because I need eggs, and a large cow thing because I need milk. This area here will get all tore down, and I can put a big building up to hold our machines. And then, like I said, we're going to have some more productions and stuff. So that's the long-term plan. So what we had planted was canola, which I don't remember. Do I need that for oil? Oh, I need to take this with me. I don't remember if I need the canola. It's been too long ago. I know we planted some oats, and I'm pretty sure the oats were going to be feed for the chickens. And then we planted some sorghum, and I think that was to sell, I believe. So I was all set for this episode like months and months and months ago. Oh, stop Amazon. I was all set months ago to start harvesting that field with this combine. And I did a little testing, I started like playing it basically. And the issue is that, this isn't a bad combine, but like for that field, it's kind of a lot. And the header is so small, we end up putting down, because we got to collect straw, we end up putting down a lot of little rows of straw, and then trying to bale that is a nightmare. So it's time. Oh, come on. Jeez. There's this weird bug with the steering, and I know because I had the exact same problem in Minecraft years and years ago. They don't expect you to have like a gaming keyboard that like inputs, like a huge number of inputs. So like I'm holding W, and my keyboard's probably sending like 1,000 W's a second. And then when I go to turn and I hit, A or D to try to turn, some of those get drowned out by W's. And so the steering is kind of weird and unresponsive. I know exactly what it is because there was a problem in Minecraft with the Java lightweight gaming library, and it was kind of a bug like that, and then they eventually fixed it, and then Minecraft got better. But you just get this weird thing where you can't turn sometimes. Jeez, we're off to a good start here. Getting all sidetracked. I'm sidetracked off the sidetrack. So anyways, straw swath, that's hard to say. It's a little bit nightmarish, so it's time. We're gonna get the bigger thing here, so I will go ahead and repaint and repair. I will not repair because nothing needs repaired. Okay, so we'll sell all this stuff. Okay, and what we've got, because we're kind of doing a New Holland playthrough, which is interesting because every time I've ever played the game, I either do a John Deere or a Case, and this one's kind of turned into a New Holland playthrough. So what I wanted specifically, there's a bunch of New Holland combines, but our tractors are the New Holland blue, and I understand that the New Holland combines come with the yellow color. I get that, but I don't want that. I want to make it the New Holland blue. So this specific one is the only one I could find that lets me change. We want a long pipe. It lets me change to New Holland blue. And it doesn't look the greatest because clearly the graphics not designed for this type of color. But yeah, we're doing it anyway. And I don't think we need I think, we're fine with the front wheels. Now that is $250,000, so it's a little expensive, but we're farmers. We're supposed to go into debt. Configuration. What's that? Oh yeah. I don't want that. Oh, you reset my colors. Okay. So we're going to do our hire purchase here. And we're going to go like 5 years, I think. Gosh, that's still, let's do 6 years. Put 10% down, do 6 years. That's just down to 10,000 a month. I don't really want. Oh, we're going to go with that one. Okay. We're going to go with that one. So now headers wise, I could hit C on this and it's going to show me the headers that are compatible. But the thing is, they're all corn headers except for this one, which is a 15-meter flex draper, which is fine. But there's like a ton more that will work that are actual New Holland compatible. So I'm going to go into this, and down here I've got the MacDon headers, and I experimented. So we put the long pipe on the combine, but at 19.2 meters, it technically works, but whatever vehicle's unloading the combine has to get like right up on the header. So instead of I think that's a 61-foot header, which seems weird. I feel like it's a 60, but anyways, instead of that, we're going to drop down to the 55-foot header, which is 17.4. So it's still a little wider than that other one that I just showed you, and it's not that much more money. And this one, what I love about headers is when I can do that and get transport wheels, and I don't have to have a second, like a separate header trailer. And we can switch this to New Holland. We can do US. We can do work lights. We can change the color to the New Holland blue, which doesn't change much, by the way. This red is weird. I have no idea what that changes. I literally don't know what that changes because there's like nothing else blue except the two sides. And I don't know what was red before, but anyways. So I'm happy about that because it's got the transport wheels, and we will hire purchase on that just because. Let's do 3 years. Let's do 4 years and do 10%. Yeah, that makes it a little better. And I don't even need a corn header right now. So I'm going to get this guy, and I'm going to get him back over to that field. And this is going to be a huge advantage, not only because, yeah, we're going to harvest the field a lot faster, but also it's going to make the straw a lot easier to collect because the straw swaths are going to be so much bigger. And I don't even have to drive because I can do auto drive here and go to the farm. No driver with same target available. I don't know what that error message means. I've never seen it before. Okay, I've got this thing in the field. I got a Courseplay course set up. I'm getting ready to run. And you can just see right here. So there was the original combine, and the straw swath was there. And this one's here. And the difference is that would be there, and that would be there. So we're literally going to have half as many, or essentially the baler is going to be able to go through the field twice as fast. That is a pretty significant pile, though. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy started. I'm going to copy the course because we're going to need that for the baler. So that's only going to take 10 minutes. And I don't care on this field about unloading it manually, but I don't want to have to keep unloading it manually. So I do want to set up an automatic unloader. I got to get used to this mod that lets me switch because it's a little confusing. So I'm going to get this guy. And he needs... I don't think I can do it until I hook up. Oh, we got stuff buried here. We're going to have to do some rearranging here. Okay, I'm not going to start baling yet, but I am going to get the baler over there. There goes that weird thing again with the steering. And I have my Xbox controller here. I need to just plug it in and use that to drive. Instead of the keyboard and mouse, it'd be a lot smoother. So I should be able to... I think I have... Do I click this? I can never remember. I think I click that. Yes. And that's going to get him bailing on that course. I'm just going to start it and then stop it. So I want to make sure you're not actually doing anything for some reason. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I'm going to actually put him over here out of the way because he's definitely going to get in the way. Otherwise, we don't need to worry about that. I just wanted to mainly make sure that the course was in there. So what I want to do, where's this guy at? He's at 62%. What I want to do is set this up, and pretty sure I know how to do this. So if I bring up auto drive, we need a way, and I'm surprised that's not connected. We need a way to, gosh, I learned how to do this and I don't remember. There was a way, instead of clicking this and clicking that, I thought it was middle mouse button. There was a way to do it, and then you click, and it actually, you can make a curve. I don't remember how to do it. I'm going to have to look it up. Anyways, that's not really that important. So if we were coming down this road this way, why are there two so close together? There just are. Okay. Weird. So I'm going to set this one to there. And like I said, there's some way to do that, and it like can make a nice curve, but I don't care. So that gets us down to here. So what I want to do is off of, and I'm on that one. Okay, now I want to be on this one. And this isn't going to work if there's crop in the field. You have to start to take the crop off, right? But I'm going to record. And let's call this, what field is this? Field 2. So let's call this Field 2, which is, I gotta remember, it's been so long. This one? It's this one. There we go. Field 2. Okay, go back into there. And then I'm just gonna do this to that. If I said pick up, and this isn't going to work 100%, but if I said pick up at Field 2, and then I said to go to the farm silo, and we're doing canola, and this isn't what we want, but I just want to test that this works. And then I told you to go. I just want to verify it goes to the, no. Yeah, it should go to the farm silo, it should unload, and then it should come back. And let's test that part first. And I don't remember which way the path goes, so it's going to take a longer way because it's got to come in from a certain direction. It's going to drive all the way around the farm, apparently. And I could set up a more efficient way to do it, but that little field, we're only going to come from that direction for that little field, and that's not that much. So I'm not super worried about it. So you should come in here and dump. And it looks like he's going to. Beautiful. Okay. And now he's going to go some convoluted way back to that field. Oh my word. Okay, we clearly need to do something different here with the auto drive because there's no need for that. There's just no need for that. So when we come out, we have the option of going that way, which I would have thought would have been the way you would want to go. We weren't that far yet, right? Let me move this back a little bit. Move that forward a little bit. I don't think we were past that split, but we should have been able to go this way on the split. Go through here. We should have been able to go to the left, which is going to run over some crop. Oh, okay, that doesn't go that way. Okay, so we will record. We'll go this way. Stop recording, and I'm going to click that right before the split, which should allow it to go back that way. And if I was coming from this direction, I should be able to pretty easily fix this. Because I want to wait until just after those two connect. I want to be on this one. Okay, and then I want to go this way. And then I'm going to come this way. And I'm going to connect with that. That should put it back, and I'm going to test it again. Okay, where's he at? He's way over here. All right, so we'll just drive over here, and we'll just load up a tiny bit. It's kind of annoying to set this kind of automation up in the beginning, in the first place. I don't know what I wanted to say. But once you do, it saves you a lot of time. Oh, we're going to drive, too, with this guy. So you can see here, the pipe for this, no problem. If I was another 5-6 feet on the header would be like right there. And you could do it. You could totally do it. It'll work. It's just, man, you're like right up on it. I will go ahead and just take a full load, I guess. I don't really need to look at Autodrive here. I'm looking down at the very bottom. I think that's the only place. I think the very bottom is the only place that shows me how full the combine is. And I think we're going to fill up before he empties. Yep, we are. Same thing. Do the same thing, buddy. So he's driving, and now he should go much more directly to the silo and come back and not spend 5 minutes driving around, which it says it's going to be there in 40 seconds. So I already know it's going this way. I don't know who took out that sign. That wasn't me, officer. And he should swing around here and then be able to swing right into the silo. That truck might be sticking out a little too much. Stand by. Perfect. Okay. Now he's going to dump. And this thing dumps so slow. You know, I want to upgrade these trucks. I'd like to get, you know, a grain semi. And there's a lot of things we want to upgrade. It's just... And I did just spend like about $900,000 on a combine. So we need to, you know, we need to hold off on some things. Now he should drive back to the field. I just want to see it goes that way. Yeah, he's just going super slow. All right, so what we actually want, I'm just going to turn this off. We don't want pick up and deliver. We don't want load. We want unload combine. So we're setting it to go to field 2, and then it's going to dump at the farm silo, right? So that's unload combine. So I should be able to turn this guy on. Now he's going to say no harvester with the same target because there's no combine set to field 2. So we got to go over to the combine. It throws me off because I'm looking for blue. And we've got to set this thing to field 2. And I don't even have to turn it on, right? I'm not turning auto drive on. I just have it set to drive to field 2. And voila, just like magic, even though we're using Courseplay to run the combine here. Wait, why does it? Oh, it needs unloaded because the field's done. I was like, wait a minute, it's only at 34%. No, that's fine. It's because the field's done. So just like that, auto drive is coming over to unload the combine that's on Courseplay. And then if we were full, then Courseplay would take back off. Oh. Well, buddy, it almost worked. We need to do a little, we need to do a little offset there. So somewhere in here is settings for this specific vehicle. Yes, pipe offset. So that's the left and the right. I need, or maybe that's, maybe it is the pipe offset. What? So what happens at like negative 2.5 meters? Let's start this guy over and see what he does. I want to figure this out before we go to the next field. We'll sit in here. He should swing around, stop, calculate, and then drive over. And I'll see if that negative 2.5, it's either going to move it left or right, or it's going to move it forward backwards. So he's putting his pipe out. When the pipe gets out, then he's like, hey, I can come over there. And then the truck starts. Yep. All that works. Okay, so negative 2.5 put him over there. So I already know. So I want to be back. I think wherever it was fine. But see, distance to the combine makes me think it's the other thing. So that's weird. How do I set it? Unload off. That's not your forward. Is it this? Distance combine, it doesn't sound right. But I think that's the only vehicle setting, right? Because those are like all your beacon lights on. I guess so it was already, it drove too far. So let's, oh, I can't make it 0. I can't make it negative. I don't feel like that's right. I know for a fact there's a way that you can adjust it in all 4 directions. But distance combine sounds like left to right and not forward backwards. Maybe it's this one I have to adjust. But I don't think so. I swear it's the truck. So let's see where he stops now. Stop. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think that did anything. I swear it's not this one we adjust though. And I'm going to reset this back to whatever it was, like 1.75, I think, because I don't know what that means. So I want to be 1.5 meters farther away from the thing. I don't know. Because I think if it is actually under it, once it starts to unload into it, it'll stop. And I think it knows that it can't unload and then it drives through. That looks way better. In fact, I might need to angle that back out. Okay, I'm just turning it off. Let me get this guy across the field. Well, you see, there's no cross. What's happening? Oh, you just blasted. Headers down.
A few moments later.
And I'm just going to drive this thing around manually. Courseplay can pick bales up, but then I've got to set up the automation to like get it to drive back to the barn, and I'm not going to do that on this field. It's too small to mess with, so I'm just... Why are you still blocked by an object? What are you doing way up there? No. There's absolutely no reason you should be up here. Get on the field. Get on the field. There you go. Go do something. I don't know what you're doing, but you were doing the wrong thing. Oh, now he's right back on track. I have no idea. He finished his headland right, right there. And I guess he decided he was just going to make his giant U-turn down there by the combine to come back to get this row. This tractor's really slow for this too, and I would love to buy a faster tractor. The blue tractors are faster, but with those wide tires, it's too wide, and the tires block the thing. So I would love to get a JCB, a fast track, because that's perfect for this, but we can't really afford that right now. All right, so I'm just going to let this guy do his thing, pick up his bales, and then mainly I need to wait till next month, because that's when the other fields are harvestable. Yeah, this tractor's terrible. I can't really get up to speed. It doesn't have enough horsepower. I really don't want to go buy a $300,000 tractor just for hauling straw bales around, but oh, this is rough. This is rough. Okay, and these should all just go straight in. Yep. I need to get that. Oh God, I can't even get going here sometimes. Yeah, let's go look at some faster tractors. I don't drive around and get every little piece, but when it's something like this, that's a lot. Yeah, I mean, that was what, 15% of a bale or something, I think. And I'm just going to drive this guy over here because he's going to go to that field next. So I'm just going to drive him and park him on the grass. And our other guy should be right here. I think we've outgrown this tractor. So let's go ahead and do that and do this. Okay, 34,000. Not bad. Not going to help us get the next one. So there's only 4 fast tracks I've got here. 3 Highlands and then this mod. So 31 miles an hour, 37. I got a 43 and a 43. So basically we're getting one of these two. And that only goes to 348. This one goes to 400. So kind of I want this one. We got to be careful with our tires because I don't want to get any wider. That might be okay. That definitely won't. So basically we're going to go with standard. And this has a front. Yeah, this has got a front thing. I really want one of those little pusher blades on the front to push the bale out of the way. I don't know if they even have that in base game, and I don't think I've ever done a mod. All right, so we're going to do our hire purchase here. We'll do 10%. We're going to do 6 years because that's a $300,000 tractor. And then I want to see if that bale pusher thing, if we even have one. I might have to download one. I don't see a straight up bale pusher in the mod hub, but there is this weight pusher that's a front weight and it is curved and it literally shows it pushing bales out of the way. And I mean, that's really, you're never going to hit the bale straight on, but sometimes you'll hit it on just the corner and you don't want to catch it on the tire. So I think that would be enough to push it out of the way. So I think we'll get that. Yeah, I can't really find anything else for FS25. And I remember there was one for 19, so I looked it up. This is the one for FS19. And it was, it had the angle and the angle, but then it had a big thing here because you knew that was where the bale was going to hit. And so I don't know, it just looked like it was meant for that. And I mean, the other one's going to work, I'm sure. I kind of wanted a specific one, but I guess not. I'm just looking at this screw configuration. It adds a vise. I mean, that's a vise. Screw configuration? How did you get it's a vise? I don't even know. So there's different weights we can add. I don't feel like, I mean, all we're pulling is that trailer. How much weight do I need? Do I need 1300? Can I make this JCB colored? Probably wouldn't really want to do that in actuality. Oh my God, that's horrid. It's got a bump, or it's got a bumper. It's got a hitch on the front too. I don't know exactly what I need that for. Turn all of our little flashies on. I like the spinning lights better because the spinning lights with the realistic lights, it really lights stuff up. And the flashers, they don't light anything up. So it's kind of a disappointment. Is that up all the way? I guess. All right, let's have this guy drive back to the farm. Definitely going to be a lot faster than the Challenger. As it should be, since it was, I don't know, 8 times the cost, something. No, you're not going to pass me, buddy. Aha! Oh yeah, this thing takes off. And there's only like 4 bales left in the field. 4 bales left. Let's go buy a $300,000 tractor. Yeah, this is where I can kind of bump it. Oh, well, I didn't. I could have, but I didn't. And then there's one more bale over here. Let me try to bump it. I wish that stuck out just a tiny bit farther. Yeah, like that. Because without that, you end up running the bale over. So I skipped to the next day, and we got a little rain happening. Just jump to noon. Did I even have that on before? Now I don't even remember. So should be able to run over here. Grab this guy. And I kind of just want to get on the straightaway here. I don't like stopping and then building up a giant pile. So I want to be on a straightaway where I can kind of back up and not make a giant pile. Even though running over the straw like that's kind of unrealistic, but okay, Courseplay, and I think I just need the same fieldwork settings. Okay, and we will copy that again because we'll need it on the baler. I'm gonna back this guy up. He's set for first waypoint. Boom, you take off. You're good. And this thing, I already made a little field guy over here, which is just literally that. It's just this little bit here and it's field 4. So we're going to change you from field 2 to field 4. And you're set to unload the combine. Go. We need to switch to the combine. We're going to set you to field 4. And that should be all we need. And the same thing should happen again. He should unload this guy when he needs it and then drive back over there. So let me just zoom out here. And we'll just do a little time lapse real quick and see if this works or if I have to intervene. Oh, he's already taken off. Look at that. Okay, so much for the time lapse. I don't know where the truck went. Oh, he's coming. Okay, never mind. Back to the time lapse. So I'm going to say that that is too far away. Yeah, I don't know why it's not stopping. And I'm going to pipe. I don't know why I can't do this, right? Like so let's turn it down to 0.5. I feel like right. So let's turn it down. I feel like I said move a meter and a half. I feel like before it was stopping.
A few moments later.
So looking online, it claims, even though I swear when we adjusted this, it moved it left and right, it claims that setting this to negative makes it back up. So I'm going to set it 2 meters to the internet. Turn that down at 100% is what it said. I swear we just 2 meters farther way too far left. There's 2 adjustments down there, both left and right. Farther back. Neither one makes it back out there closer. Would have not turned away. Yeah, at 100%, you're turning too tight. Okay, you need to back up farther. You're never going to make that turn and get over far. I understand why one of them. It's too close. You're way too close, buddy. You're way too close. Go down here. You use the combine. You're far back. It's not the. It shouldn't be that hard. One of them should say pipe offset, left, right, and the other one should say pipe offset, backward, forward, or something like that, where you can clearly tell what they do. And instead, it's like, oh, it's the pipe offset. Okay, in which direction? Well, we're gonna let you guess. But again, why even do stuff like this? One of them. Okay, so distance back. I've done this before, and one of them shows a pipe offset. Absolutely, without a doubt, counterintuitive. Pipe offset makes it stop. So there isn't an follow distance. I know there is. That's negative. No positive. Farther pipe offset moves it left and right. More positive. The combine also moves it left. I've done this before, and one of them used to the combine. 0. I don't know if it moved it left or right, but it definitely didn't move it back. It definitely didn't move it back. So neither option moves it back. So I would never think, oh, distance to combine positive, it moves it backwards. Well, just go ahead and adjust your Courseplay. I think it turned too bad again. Okay. It's just like it tries to stop debug on. Okay, so now I read something that the Courseplay. And I think if I get in this, it should show me something. So clearly that didn't do anything either. I don't unload offset the other one to get that to the menu. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know where that would be. Tool offset. There's this calculated path. So it would be the other way. Unload offset there. Okay, so the internet also says distance to combine is the follow distance. So if I turn this way up, it should follow at a farther distance. I don't know why it's not stopping. And I'm gonna pipe. I don't know why I can't do this right. So let's turn it down to. I feel like before it was let's turn it down. I feel like I said move a meter and a half away. I feel like before it was stopping. It's like my pet peeve when people describe that. Like technical writing is its own career because it's not easy. People word things in such a way that it makes sense to them, but then if you don't know and you look at it, you can read it multiple ways. So I would never think, oh, distance to combine positive, it moves it backwards. Well, just go ahead and adjust your Courseplay. I think it turned too bad again. Okay. It's just like it tries to stop debug on. Okay, so now I read something that the Courseplay. And I think if I get in this, it should show me something. So clearly that didn't do anything either. I don't unload offset the other one to get that to the menu. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know where that would be. Tool offset. There's this calculated path. So it would be the other way. Unload offset there. I mean, again, horizontal. That's a terrible description. You know what horizontal is? It's this way. You know what horizontal is? It's this way. You know what horizontal is? Horizontal is literally 360 degrees parallel with the ground, because vertical would be up, down. So that's not what they mean by horizontal. They mean technically left, right. Okay, so here is, this is what's confusing, offset forward, backwards in Courseplay, and I'm on the truck. In the combine, you've got Autodrive settings for the combine. You've got Courseplay settings for the combine. And in here, so you just have tool offset under tool settings, tool offset horizontal. That's it. If I go in here and go to Courseplay, here under tool settings, offset forward, backwards. So I'm going to tell you to stop like 5 feet farther back. But that's a Courseplay setting, and I'm not using Courseplay on the truck whatsoever. I'm only using Autodrive. But again, why even do stuff like this? One of them. Okay, so distance back. I've done this before, and one of them shows a pipe offset. Absolutely, without a doubt, counterintuitive. Pipe offset makes it stop. So there isn't an follow distance. I mean, I know there is. So that's negative. No positive. Farther pipe offset moves it left and right. More positive. The combine also moves it left. I've done this before, and one of them used to move it back. 0. It's just killing me. It's just killing me. It's so simple. Oh, what are you using to unload it? Oh, Autodrive. So the settings in Autodrive? Nope, not on either vehicle. Oh, you're using Courseplay though. Yep, I'm using Courseplay on the Combine. So the settings on the Combine? Nope. Oh, that's weird. What? Why don't you check Courseplay on the vehicle that's not using Courseplay? Oh, there's the setting. I mean, it's not, of course it's not going to do anything. Why would it do something? We're not using Courseplay.
Several hours later.
The only thing I can think is that because that can also be a semi, that it's just set up and it has nothing to do with Courseplay or Autodrive, that because it thinks it's a semi, it expects a trailer behind. And so that's why it's pulling too far forward, and it just not, like, you just can't make this particular thing stop. I don't have any way of testing that except to buy, what is going on with the Z fighting on the back of that truck? I don't really have a way to test that without getting something else. But it's just like right there would be who the trailer is. Okay, I bought this for $72,000, I think. It's, you know, it's a little small because usually I'm used to like bigger grain carts, but honestly, for what size farm we have, it's I think that's plenty big enough. I don't think it has a tarp though. So let's get this guy back to the farm and see if this does different. And I should be able to set this to unload combine, field 4 to the farm silo, go. Let's turn this off. Let's see what the tractor does. So without moving the combine, well, I'll have to get in it. I'll have to get in the combine because Courseplay's not on, because I paused Courseplay to mess with offsets, but we'll see what happens here. Oh, and I don't know how the auger wagon's going to dump into the this grain silo. Okay, we've got issues. I need to do something different with that. But let's just see if it unloads, because that would explain the whole trailer thing. Okay, so he's sitting there, so I need to go get in this thing, and that should call him. If this works, then that's what it is. It's 100% a problem with that truck and not Courseplay or Autodrive. Although Autodrive could fix it if they just gave me offset back and forward. Okay, it looks pretty good. Okay, stop. It works. Okay, so that was the issue. It's that specific truck. It thinks it's a semi, and it thinks the trailer's behind it, and I can't offset it. That's not going to be able to unload, though. That'll be the next issue. I need to set up a different... Okay, so... lower you, turn on. Let's get him back on track. Nearest waypoint. Boom. Let's move this truck, and we'll just see if we can get a little, I guess, farm silo 2 that's kind of like parallel to it. Come on, give me another. There you go. And we'll set this to farm silo offset. Now it should be set. Now everything should work with no intervention on my part. Okay, it looks like everything's going to work. So I'm going to go for the big field next. Let me go back to this guy. And I jumped in him and I just manually did the 4 corners because it always misses so much. So we're going to go to this, and it's set to first. He's going to go to there. So this guy's going to run for the next 8 minutes. Just want to verify it's doing its thing. I don't know why all the doors are open on the sides. Somehow I did that. Somehow I opened all the doors. I don't even know when that happened. God only knows. I was doing a lot of buttons pressing. All right, so then he's sitting there. He's ready to go. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. I never made a Courseplay course for this field. I'm tempted to do 2 headlands, but this is a really wide header. Now let's do 2 headlands just because there's trees. Copy that so it's ready for the thing. 27 minutes, okay. Okay, well, that didn't last very long. I feel like I already see a problem back here. Why is the... Where are you going? Dude! every once in a while, Courseplay will do this, where it just gets completely confused and it drives off. Because I'll like leave and then come back, and my tractor, and I'm waiting to turn it off because I don't want to damage my crop. I got to get him out here. I have absolutely no idea what it thought it was doing there. So let's drive all the way back. At least this looks like it's working. I didn't expect it to be the baler that was going to have a fit. So again, this is where it always messes up. It finished the headlands and it needed to go down its first row, and it tries to pathfind, and then the pathfind fails and it just keeps driving in a straight line. That's every time I've had Courseplay completely screw up. It's right when it finishes the headland. Okay, well, it looks like that's still working. He should unload and then finish, and this field will be done. So I'm going to go ahead and let him keep doing his thing. And I think I should be okay to start this, honestly. Because the other guy's almost done. Oh, that's weird. Why is it? Oh, it hadn't started picking up yet. Okay. I'm like, that's not right. It's not. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's record. And I don't know how far I need to back up, because that's going to be the tractor, and the bale trailer is going to be a lot. I'm just going to go to there. Or should I go back to where it's in there? I don't know. And this is the bale shed. And then from there, I would say we could go back forward. I don't know that that works. I don't know that changing that matters. Geez, why is this having so much trouble? Start job. Okay, let's go to the combine. We still got one little field to do, which is right across the street. I don't know if the header was going to fit through that. Oh yeah, and it bothers me too. I need to turn it off. It wants to fold, and this, you should not fold the header while it's attached. So can I, for this, fold tools at the end, of course. Yes, 100% want that off in this situation, because it tries to turn the header back into a trailer. Let's clear that off. Let's get a new thing. Let's create the field. Let's start the job. And let's copy that. Okay, you are looking good. You're back here. That's beautiful. We're going to have to create a new field for this guy over here, but I'm going to wait because I want to do it right here. So I want to wait for the combine to get done. I have literally no idea if this is going to work. I might need to drastically change those backup points. And I'm assuming I'm going to have to restart Courseplay. I feel like there's an automated way to do this, but I don't know what it is. All right, so you should turn, and this might need to go farther out. Like that. Like that. Even that's not quite enough. Okay, so it's stopping there with that. So next time I want both of these back here. Okay, well, at least with that set up, if I just have to switch to it, turn Courseplay off, start this, wait for it to come back, then turn that off and reset that. Okay, so I'll be on this one. We're going to record. And we're just going to come over here into this field. And this is field what? This is field 8. Field 8. And then I should be able to shoot right in on this. Which I can't tell which one. I don't know 100% that this is going to connect to the grain bin is the only thing. Oh, see, that's out. So I want this one. Does that connect to the grain bin? Or does it connect to the offset, I guess? Yes, because those are both there. Okay. So that should work. So field 8, farm silo offset, unload combine, go. Okay, and that guy should come unload you. This is actually a really small field. And now let's go back to this thing. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to have to do this every time. I just have to click that. I don't know if it's quicker to click. No, because I want it to go back to field 4. There's some way to automate this, but I would have to look it up. Oh, wait, do I need to click that? Is that what the problem is? Let me try it when he comes back. If turning that on, because turning that on does something, but I don't know what. And that's the Courseplay icon. So maybe that's what I want. We'll see in a second. Oh yeah, that's better. It's still not quite perfect, but that's fine. And now he should back up a lot farther because I pushed that point back into the trigger. And hopefully not too far that it hits the building. Should be right there. I think that's not going to hit the building. I don't know. If so, we'll have to pull it back a little bit forward. Oh, man. That is beautiful. Oh, and it took the whole thing. Okay. I love that. Is it working? I didn't even click play. I think that was it. When you turn the Courseplay icon on, when it Autodrive finishes, it kicks back to Courseplay. Okay, I think I did it. So I think this thing should fill and go back and then come back. Oh, that's beautiful. Because that's what I want for the next field. I do not want to be doing this next field by... Look how many bales there are. I do not want to do that. I need the automation to do that. Okay, so that's doing its thing. It's almost done. You're doing your thing. Hopefully good now. The combine is somewhere. Probably need the bale pusher weight on this thing too, because it hits bales sometimes as it's baling. Probably something I should do. Where's my bale tractor? It should be in this field or right there. Great. Well, that disappeared. Just when I thought I had it working, it's just like, poof, it's gone. All right, well, let's bring this guy over here. Jeez, what did I just hit? I didn't even see anything there. He's waiting to get unloaded. Where's the other guy at? Where are all the tractors? Yeah, it got stuck. Yeah, I knew that. Where are you? You shouldn't even be down here. Came down here to turn around, I'm guessing. And why would you be in here? It must have tried to get off the field and go through the trees that way. The grain bin might be full. Let's go. I knew that was going to happen. So we've got oats and we've got canola and we've got sorghum. So 118 plus 52, that would put us right at 170. And then, yeah, 30, that puts us at 200,000. So that's full. Now, I would love a much larger grain bin setup. We definitely can't afford that right now. Maybe we could get an extension. Is there one that matches super old crap, though? We're going to go with, I guess, this. It doesn't have... I guess you'd put it like that, because that looks like the grain door there. And this is only 64,000. Yeah. Overlaps with another object. No, it doesn't. Is the hitbox that big? Come on now. Okay. How do I turn off collision? Toggle free mode, because we are 100% putting this here. There you go. Boom, and it immediately starts unloading. Okay, so that more than doubled. We went from 200,000 to 450,000. Not sure what object you were blocked by. It's going to do that weird thing. So it's done. It's exactly what's happening. It's done with the headlands, and then right when it needs to pathfind to start its first row, it just gets stuck driving off in a straight line. I brought the tractor with the baler over here because he did a couple times kind of ram some bales, so I wanted to put the bumper on, and I did find another one on the mod hub. So I bought both of them because I wanted to see which one's wider, and yeah, so the one we had is a little wider. So I want to definitely go with that, especially on this tractor because it's got the dual wheels. That's still not going to be wide enough, but yeah, I need one that like comes way out, and that doesn't exist. So I'm not going to need that front one there, but we will, I'm just going to cheat here real quick. So one thing with the animals, and I said it earlier, I need to keep the cows that make milk, but I do not need the beef cows. And I think I should sell all the beef cows, and I should buy as many young milk cows as I can, so that when we're ready for this building over here, they'll already be fully grown and I don't have to buy grown cows. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go ahead and buy a trailer, I think, because I think it makes sense. I don't know that we need a giant trailer because we're not really going to be going and like selling the milk cows, but it might make sense later. I don't know. I'm going to buy this. So funny enough, I've got way over 1,000 hours in FS19. I don't know, several 122 and several 125. I've never done this before. I've never taken a truck and picked up animals to go and sell them. So I backed up onto the trigger right there. It's like right in the back of the truck. Press R, and then here I select, and I can change this to 3, move to trailer. I guess I could have done that first too. Okay, so all of those cows. Now I kind of wanted to see too, because, and let me just pull forward here. When I purchase these cows, it usually you can buy them and sell them directly from here, but you don't get as good of money and it costs more. So I just kind of want to see if I was buying more of these. So at 0 months, they're $200. So I'm going to go to the animal dealer to sell these, and I'm going to see if I can buy them for cheaper, because then I'll just, well, and I don't know how many does that hold? I got to figure out how many I can put in here max. 19 plus 6 would be 25. Oh, wait, it's right there. Oh, this is going to be one of those things where the audience notices and goes, it's right there, and you're screaming at the screen, and I just didn't see that. Yeah, so I can buy 19 more. Jeez. I appear to be stuck, which is weird because I don't have a mod that does mud or anything. That's so strange. I've never had that happen before. I just pulled into the field and stopped. How am I stuck? I'm gonna guess it's something with this. Okay, I didn't do that. There's some weird bug that happens where I'm in the vehicle, and because I used the left mouse button and clicked it, it thinks that I clicked the vehicle. I wanted to move the trailer and see if the truck got stuck. I can't get out of that now is the issue. I can't alt enter. I can't bring up Courseplay. Yeah, I can't. I can't get out of that. What if I tab to something? Nope. Still brought the truck with me. What if I switch back into that truck? Let me push it all the way down. Maybe it's a bug because I've clicked and it thinks I'm still holding it and that's why I can't drive. I don't know how to get it to unclick though, because I can't unclick out of it. It's some weird bug. Probably a mod conflict. Oh, okay, let me exit out of the game and come back in because I don't know how to undo that. Wait, I think this might get me out of it. So I've got it drug over here to the repair trigger because when I go to repair a vehicle, it resets it, right? Okay, well, it should have. If I configure a vehicle, it resets it, right? Let's customize our vehicle. What can we change? We'll change it to those lights because I like them better anyway. This should reset the vehicle. Yeah, because I heard the engine turn off. Yay! Man, that was weird. And I've had it happen before, where it's like the super strength. And I even, when I got out at one point, I didn't record this, but I turned super strength off and it still didn't release the truck. So, I don't know, it's a weird thing. That guy's almost done, so now let me drive to the animal dealer. I'm not really a big fan of this truck anyway, because it's too slow to take off. So we might, because there's another truck I could configure that'll be basically the same as this. And I want to say this truck costs like $50,000 and that truck costs $70,000. So it'd only be like a $20,000 increase. And that other truck takes off a lot faster. I don't know, it's just something about this truck when it's at a complete stop. It's like, its very first gear is like a granny gear, which is fine, that's realistic. But most truckers, if they don't have a load, they're not gonna start off in that first gear. They're just gonna start off in the second gear, or, you know, whatever. So let's do this and then maybe go sell this truck and buy a different one. Okay, we should be able to sell that. Sell that. And sell that. And let's see. So the little ones were, no, see, it's still $200. Do you, maybe it's $200 and you pay a fee. Let me just get myself back over here. Let me buy one because I want to see if I get charged a delivery fee. I swear for some reason it's cheaper, right? So yeah, 200. I just want to buy one. And here's an example from me taking off from a complete stop. And this is like an 850 horsepower truck. So I'm, hold on, let me do it again. I'm going to tell you when I press W. W. Okay, that time it didn't do it. W. Sometimes it doesn't take off right away. There's like a good second or second and a half. But either way, see, now it's up to like speed and then it starts taking off. I don't know. So I'm selling this for $60,000. Okay, and then give me a second to configure the other one. All right, so here's our truck all configured. So it's a triaxle, or, you know, it's not really, it's a tandem with a, you know, is this a pusher? God, I always get confused. I can't remember. I think it's a pusher axle. It's a lift axle. Because I think pusher's in the front and tags in the back. I don't remember. And I probably said that twice already. So I got it all configured. It's $78,000. The one we just sold was like, what, 60 or 65 or something. So it's less than 20 grand to upgrade it. And the big difference, and let's go ahead and do this. Let's do 3 years. And the big where's it at? Where am I? The big difference is how quick this takes off. Now, the only thing I don't like about this, and I have no idea if this is a real thing with the W900 or not, but I really wish the steps weren't here and the fuel tank was up and then you could shorten the frame, because this frame is set up for a sleeper. And if you don't have a sleeper, I wish I could cut about, you know, that much out of the frame, which you could if you move the fuel tank under the door. And some trucks, and I don't know, maybe the W900 can't do that. Maybe that's not an option, but I do wish it was a little bit of a shorter frame. We might need to, can I slide my fifth wheel on this? Hitch adjustment, yes. Right click. Oh, you're gonna do Courseplay. Oh, this is one of my pet peeves with Courseplay is every single vehicle I have to go in and turn off open with mouse. I have to do that every single time to every vehicle, and it's really annoying. I mean, you want it up. You want it up, but you also want to make sure you're not. Because ideally you've got enough space you can jackknife. Yeah, now you can turn in a pretty tight circle without jackknifing. Okay. The advantage of semis is they can turn really tight. All right, so stop. Okay, moving the cows over there. And I probably should have done this sooner, to be honest. Just because it's going to take these cows a while to grow up before they can produce milk. And they won't produce milk in this pen. We're just using this pen to grow them up. So we're saving money on buying cows. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do this off camera. I'm just going to bring each thing up, repair, refuel, wash it, and then the hard part's going to be figuring out where to park it. That's why we desperately need this much bigger building here, but I can't do that right now. So that'll be the end of the episode. Next time, I'm going to advance, because what we want to do is we want to plant wheat. We want to plant a fair amount of winter wheat. And I think, where's the calendar? Yeah, so I can plant winter wheat next month. So what I'll do is next episode, I'll just advance to next month. And we'll have to get some fields ready and plant winter wheat. So that'll be the plan for next time. So I will see you guys then.